What's up, guys? Chili from O-Town with you today. Hey, what's up, guys? All right, so I think we're live now. So, Chili from O-Town with you. Just wanted to come on and do a little practice. And yesterday, this is nothing new that I thought about yesterday. It's just an idea that maybe I've been doing this all wrong. Maybe I have been not looking at the overall picture, and so I'm going to try to tweak some of the things that I'm doing as far as like the betting is concerned. Maybe use more lay bets, use more don'ts, and things like that. Just incorporate that into the strategy. Now, ultimately, I'm here just to practice my throws, but I'm going to use different types of things to try to continue to make profit, because like I said yesterday, I might have been looking at this all wrong. So generally, I have been looking at this in a sense of I'm trying to influence the dice, and I'm only kind of betting on the light side. So yesterday I run a few different types of strategies, but it was focused a lot, not all together on dark side, but I had a dark side bet. That way I could incorporate and hedge the light side play. So again, like I said, maybe I've been looking at everything all wrong, and I just want to incorporate other things into my dice strategy. So I'm going to get started. So if you want to, I appreciate you hanging out with me. I'm glad to have you. So I'm going to get started now. I'm going to move over to the, give me just a second. Something's done popped up in my way. Okay. So right here, you see we're still set up like we were yesterday. So I haven't cleared the stats. I have reset the bankroll, but I haven't cleared the stats, and I haven't even pulled the dice down from where they were setting yesterday. So give me just a moment. Let me activate that camera. Sometimes it brings it in a little clearer. One thing that I do need to do, I need to refresh my chat box just in case. Okay, that should be refreshed. And then the next thing I want to do is clear my stats. Once I clear my stats, so as I've said, now let me look at some stats. So yeah, that looks like that cleared everything. Let's go over here and do one more thing. We're going to put in testing or test. Let's see if that gives us anything in the comments. Maybe we'll. Okay, so we're set now. Everything is set up. We have our $1,000 bankroll, which is right here. We are just going to play in a manner of practicing rolls, but at the same time, we want to be able to find a way that maybe don't lose money on the 7. So basically, incorporate the 7 in our play. So that don't necessarily mean we don't have to play light side. We just want to be able to play dark also. So the first thing we're going to do, we're going to play the no 10. We're going to lay the 300. Of course, that's going to cost us $7 vig. And what we'll do, we'll just go ahead and pay the $7 vig. We'll put that right there. That way, if we get to a point that we can pull that 300 down, we'll get our vig back. But what that'll do, if we hit a 7, it's going to pay 150. We've done paid the vig. If we hit a 10, we lose the whole 157. 307. But if we hit a 7, we get paid 143, and that keeps putting our vig back up every time. So there's 150. That pays us 143. So instead of using this quarter, we're going to use 145. That's 145. Well, if the 7 comes, it's going to pay us 143. This is 145. We're going to spread this amongst the board and shoot We want an ATS for a quarter, and we're going inside for 110 with a $10 pass line. So we have our ATS up. Now, keep in mind, we are shooting for dice influence. We are setting dice. We are shooting to try to get inside numbers. We are just taking the focus from the 7 and moving it toward the 10. We're taking the ugly off of 7 and making the 10 ugly. So now the 7 is not our enemy. Because as Big AZ says, the 7, quit trying to beat that dang 7. Alright, so I'm going to use the 3-2-3-6. Now I'm going to practice some more, not today probably, but the all 7 set where I'm using the 5-4, 2-3. I'm going to practice on this set some, but I'm not going to use it today because I want to dissect this set and see just how often the 10 can come. And the only on-axis hit this 10 can come is really with a double pitch, because there's no 6 on this all 7 set. If you stay on axis, if you notice, the 6s are moved over to the left of each die, so one die would have to be getting off axis to produce a 6. But I don't want to use that today because I want to dissect, and I actually want to throw some before I'm actually using the strategy with our $300 up there. And I want to see how much I am getting a 10 with this dice set. Alright, we got a 1-4-5. 1-4-5 is an on axis. 25 pays 35. Now I seen some of Wager's stuff this morning, and he was doing this strategy with 5-5-5s presented to him. So it was basically taking 3 hits and then regressing that lay bet down. So now I am going to keep up with my SOR, but just keep in mind SOR is not going to really be a factor. Let me see why that didn't. Updating. Alright, that got that one. Let me go over here. So that's updating now. Let me go over here. Update that one. See if that helps that one. Should have put that one back in better standings now. Maybe it did. Okay, I don't know why the stats had to be re-updated, but I had to update them. So, okay. So, basically what I was saying, SOR might not necessarily be a factor that affects what we're doing. But I do want to keep up with the numbers because I want to be able to watch the ATS. I do have a quarter on ATS. Two, 3, 5. All right, so we come right. Okay, so the only thing that this 25, I'll leave it there this time. Normally I put it back here in odds, and what I would have did, I didn't do it that time, but this is what I was supposed to do. I was supposed to put that in odds and bought the $25 right there. So I would have had 30 right here. But just to keep everything from being confusing, I'll leave the 25 right there. And I'll pay myself a 35 again. That's 2 hits. Alright, that makes our point. Alright, so we'll put that 5 in. Okay, so I made my 5. So I made my point. So I'm on the come out again. I am working the come out because you know, I've got coverage. The 7's covering. The $300 lay is covering this here. So we're in good shape. We want to work the come out. Four, 5, 9. Right dice imploded. We hit a 9. Working the come out. That's our third hit. So on 555 strategy with this, that was as far as you need to go. You don't have to continue working. You can reduce this. This is what he was doing. He pulled this $300 lay down. You get your big bag. You take all this money and you go to, you don't pull this down necessarily. You just go down to 100. So it's 100 now. So it's going to be a $2 big. It could actually be a $3 big. It's going to be a $3 big. I'll go ahead and hit the $3 big right there. $50. If you hit the 7, it's going to be a $3 big. So then you spread the 64 across. Need one more $5 worth of change. So you go all the way across. So now, and this is just locked up a guaranteed profit now. You see, can't even get all the quarters in that rack. All right, there's your. Well, you're not a guaranteed profit. I mean, you could knock your 10 off, but you're close. So I'm going to put the $10 in odds right there. And now, I'm just shooting, and I want to, on every hit, I want to build on the board. I mean, I want to increase my place bets. Aces, 1-1. So we got aces. Left dice off axis. Not going to so much even worry about the on axis and off axis. I'm betting a certain way. I've already covered for the 7. So I'm just going to use my dice set. And hope to hit ATS. And there's midnight. So see, this is 2 rows in a row that the left dice has been off axis, but we are punching numbers that's trying to lead to the ATS. So ultimately, that's what we're trying to do. We're trying to hit the ATS. That's where we feel like our money's going to be. Instead of putting a bunch of risk up here on the board, we've already mitigated that risk by using a no 10 lay bet. We had 3 hits, so it built us enough profit that we could pull our lay down from 300 down to 100 and go 64 across. So now we're looking for inside hits. And we're looking to be able to press our place bets up. $4, 5, 9. So we hit our point. So it pays 15 on the back, pays 10 up front, and 15 in the back. We made our 9. Alright. Now, we want to press. So there's a quarter. We want to press. We want to press. Alright, so we can rack something though. We don't have to press every number. I mean, we don't have to press all the profit. We do want to do a press and collect something. We don't want to just put it all back up. So we're going to work to come out. We've got coverage. So we're still using 3-2-3-6. We're trying to ultimately we're trying to hit an ATS. So that's what we're doing with this set. Or not necessarily this set, that's what we're trying to do in general. So here we go. Come out roll, 4-3 double pitch 7. So we did hit a 7 on a come out. We were working. So we lose the 6. Okay, so this is what we do. Get paid 10 on the front line, and we get paid 47 over there. We actually get paid 50 because we've already got the vig up. They're going to take that vig and they're going to win another $3 vig. So every time that they pay us, we got to pay a vig. And then we're going to lose all this. So that come out 7 resets our ATS. It's a frontline winner. So we get $57 basically. We got a $100 left. So now what do? We start the process over. Put our 300 no 10 back out there. And that's a $7 vig this time. So we got our $7 vig out here. And we can do 110 inside. 110 inside. We got to put our $25 ATS back up. And we got a $10 front line up. All right, here we go. So that was a come out 7. 3236 on the set. That's 459. We're back on the 9. That's a $35 winner. So again, we're looking for a couple of hits. We're going to put the quarter on there, and we're going to move our 9 to odds and make it a $30 9 on odds. And mark our 9. So we're back on the 9. And now we're looking to hit some inside numbers. So we're staying with the 3236. Five, 6, yo. On the axis, double pitch, 5, 6. We have nothing working for that. Three, 2, 3, 6 on the set. Lower carbs, lower calories, higher expectations. And the light beer you've been waiting for has arrived. 4, 3, double pitch, 7. So we weren't able to get any hit that time. It's no problem. And as I mentioned already, the 7 out is probably not going to be a point to where it's going to cost you money. We got a $300 no 10 right here. So that pays us $150. Pays us $150. Alright, we have to up $7 to keep our vig going, so let's get ourselves 143. Our vig is back up now. We've got our 143. Let's look what happens here. There's our 143. Here's what we got to replace. We've got to get our 110 up, which is right here's our 110. We've got to get our $25 ATS back up, and we need $2 more in order to put our front line back up, which we've got a nickel still left from the last year. I mean from the last hit. So there's everything. We're back up all the way across. So the no 10 actually kept us from losing money. You know, we lost this. We just lost with a come out 7, and now we're turning around and do a .9. We do a 9, and then we hit 11, then we hit a 7. So dice, everything's back up. We have a new roller coming to the table. We want to change up. Well, we're not going to change up. We're going to stay with the 3, 2, 3, 6 dice set. We're just practicing the rolls. So we want to stay with our dice set. Try to figure out what's working. We are working to come out. $6-5 yo. That's a frontline winner. Pays $10. Mark the yo. Mark the yo. Collect the first $10. We're just going to put it right there. 3, 2, 3, 6. last one out. 639. 639. Our new points of 9. That pays 35. So we want to take the quarter and we want to make it in odds right here. We want to take this 30 and go ahead and put it on the floor. New point of 9. We're shooting for inside numbers.
I talked to one of our trainers about the symptoms. He said no, she needs to go to the ER. I ended up going to the ER, and they ended up catching
538. On axis, single pitch, we hit the 8. Pays 35. You don't have to do nothing, just keep rolling. We hit the 8. We're in a direct ladder, as VDC would call it. We've hit a 9, and then an 8. So we want to try to battle through that ladder. Now, I suppose if we are really watching our ladders like that, we could always move over to a all 7 set if we see we're in a direct ladder. And that maybe would help us prevent from hitting the 7. Three, 6, 9. This is an on-axis single pitch. We hit our 9. Okay. We got 30 there. It pays 45, so it pays 50 for the nickel, and it pays $10 front line. So there we go. Now, if we've been keeping up with it, that was our 3rd hit. So in 5 strategy, 5 strategy, you only need 3 hits. That was 3. We hit a come out 9, then we hit an 8, then we just hit a 9 again and made our point. That's our 3rd hit. So we no longer have to use. I'm going to use a $100 lay, put a $3 big up, and I'm going to go 64 across. So 64 across will allow us to, I'm going to go ahead and cash these 2 in for $200 chips, just because they're getting thick in the racks. And I got to get whites for this red. Alright, so there we go. We got our 64 across. Our new points coming out. We have coverage on this. We have coverage for the 7. We got 64 across. Everything's good. We're trying to finish the ATS. I mean, this is ultimately what we're trying to do. So hey, we're just going to stay with the 3, 2, 3, 6. We're going to leave the bets working on the come outs because we have the 7 covered. 415 on axis, single pitch. It's $10 on it. It'll pay 14. We could go ahead and take 14, or actually we can drop the dealer $1. We'll just take 14. We'll take the 14. All right, our new points are 5. We're going to take about $20 in odds and put it on the 5. And we're going to rack a few dollars. No, we don't have to. All right, so here's the thing. Once you go from 300 down to 100 here and go 64 across, you start increasing your place bets. But you don't have to increase every dime. You can save a little. You can put a little into your rack on every roll. Ultimately, we are trying to hit an ATS. We don't think. 4-4, hard weight 8. That's a primary dice hit on this set. All right, so this time 12 gets paid 14, so we'll drop $1 for 15. Here's the thing. I've already did this. You have to really, really, really get on a long roller for you to press your place bets up and make anything with just a little bit of chunk change, really, basically. But if you start very high and regress after a couple of hits, you make a lot more money. So ultimately, when we took those first 3 hits, there's where we got our money to play with without having to lose money on a shooter. So we roughly put our money back in our bankroll after those first 3 hits while we were laying the no 10 for 300. All right. So here, we're not necessarily like thinking that we're going to press these place bets up and make a whole bunch of money. What we are trying to do here is play the ATS. So when I regressed, when I took some of the lay money down and I went to 64 across, I want to press these numbers, but I don't have to press it all at once. You know, I can press like 5 there and 5 there. I mean, I can go ahead and press those up each, which is that, and I still get to rack a couple of dollars. Or I could have just did one of them. You know, because, but either way, you can do it however you want to. You can play as a press and collect method, or you can just do a press as you go method, or just, you know, press them 2 or 3 times and get them up to a few greens and then regress it all back down. You can do different things. So ultimately what I'm trying to do is get enough hits, get enough coverage on my box numbers that I feel comfortable moving over to the cross 6 set. And we're not going to get it. Left dice imploded, right dice stayed on axis. 1, 6, 7. No problem. This $100 for the $3 vig is going to pay us 50. So there's our 150, and all this is goes. So this is no problem. So we actually are winning money on this. Yeah, we're leaving money on the board, but we've already regressed that money down with the lay bet that we had going. So we're actually winning money. Now, SOR is going to get kind of, it could, I mean, ultimately, we don't want ugly SOR. So we are practicing our throwing, but at the same time, we're changing our bets so that we don't lose money. Now, I've had 17 rolls so far, and I can tell right away, there's 500. So the green and the black is 1,000. That's my starting bankroll. So with this 25 plus there's 100, this is about another 60. So about almost $200 in profit right now with 17 rows. And that's with 2 7-outs and a .7 and a come out 7 that knocked my whole front line, knocked everything off on a come out 7. So let's do it again. Let's lay the 10 for 300. It's going to cost us $7 bid. We'll go ahead and put that up. Dealer's just going to charge it to you up front, but if you pull it 300 down, they're going to give you that back. So I'm just going to leave the lay with the, I'm going to leave the bid with the lay. So if that's going to pay me 150, it's actually going to pay me 143. I'm going to do 145 that I can afford to invest in this particular shooter because I got $150 coverage right there. So we're going to do the inside for 110. We're doing a $25 ATS, and yeah, that's where we're at. We're working to come out. Let's go right here. Let's go with these 2 dice. Now keep in mind, we are trying to work on our dice throwing. But at the same time, we're trying to figure out a strategy that we keep from losing all of our money when we're having bad votes. 3/4, double pitch 7 on the come out, on axis, double pitch. Now I know what this math is going to be because I was doing it yesterday. It's going to pay me $18 because it's going to give me 143, and that leaves the big up. But plus, it's going to give me a $10 front line. All right. Well, just going to do it. It's going to give me 125, 143. It pays 143 for that 150 minus the next $7 vig, so I get 143. My $7 vig still up. It gives me a front line. It pays the front line. I have to put 110 back on the place beds. I have to put a $25 ATS up. I don't have to replace that because I'm new, so I rack $18. That's the way it works. I already knew what it was going to do. It pays $18 for a come out 7. That is a come out 7. So I do lose all that money, but that's what the lay 10s do. It's going to protect against it. That's right. Oh, and there's our 6-4-10. So we knocked our 10 off. Now this is going to happen occasionally. So we knocked our 10 off. So that 10's gone. Our new point is a 10. Now we have options. Do we want to relay it? Of course we want to relay it. What's the odds that it's coming right back that quick before the 7? Probably not good. So we got to put the 100. We got to put the 307 back up. So we're laying the 10 again for the 300. We're going to pay the $7 vig. And here we go. So 3236 on our 6. And in order to hit that 10 like that, we had to get a dice off axis. So we're not expecting that to happen often. Yep, see there, 257. So right back to back. So we knocked our 10 off, and then we hit a 7. So it's going to pay us 150. It's going to pay us 143. That leaves our vig up. And what we have to do, out of the 143 it pays, we got to put 110 here, a $25 ATS, and a $10 here. So we got to drop the dealer $2 to make 145, and everything is back even. It pays us 143. We got 110 here, $25 ATS makes 135, plus these two makes 145. So we give the dealer $2, and it puts everything back up. We got our lay still working. Got our lay still working, and we would have a new shooter. Now, 3236 on the 6. Five. Now we get an on-axis double pitch, which knocks our 10 off again. So maybe, this ain't the best thing happening for us right now. That 10 you can't hardly avoid. The other 10 we should have been able to avoid. This is an on-axis 10. This is a hard 10. This is coming. Actually, I'm telling you a story. This 10 shouldn't have came at all. This is a left-right dice imploded. So we shouldn't have got this hard way 10. So we knocked our lay 10 off again. We're going to do it again. This worked out pretty good yesterday. It's not benefiting so great at the moment, but here's our 300 and $7 lay for the 10. 3236 on the 6. $415. This is an on-axis single pitch. We hit a 415. Pays 35. We went to We don't have to move that 5. I was supposed to move that 5 for odds. We don't have to move that 5. I'm getting the 4 over 4. Yeah, we're just going to keep going right here. 3, 2, 3, 6. Hopefully we can get on a long roll. We can hit a tall or small, and we can recoup some of these no 10s that we knocked off. 4-4, hardway 8. That's a primary hit. That's primary. So if we can stay running primary hits, we can do all right. Let me put that on the tracker. 3, 2, 3, 6. Well, 4-4, hard 8, primary hit again. Alright, so there's our third hit. Now, as 5-5-5 would do, we would regress our 300 down to 100. We would pull all of our places and we'd go to 64 across. We can do that. I mean, that's okay, or we can just keep shooting this out because we have a little more money here, but it'd be better to do it that way, where we get some of our money back in our rack. We won't have to leave it all on the board. We're going to use a $100 lay now instead of a. It's going to cost us a $3 big instead of 2. So let's go. There's a $100 lay with a $3 big. All right, we're going 64. We're going 54. It's actually 10, 20, 30, 40, 54 across. I might have called it 64 across. There it is, 10, 20, 30, 40, 54 across. And we're going to try to complete the ATS, you know, so we're going to get quite a few more numbers. Five, 2, 7. So maybe we'll regress a little bit too soon. Who knows? Anyway, it pays us 50 for the $100 minus the big. So for $100, it gives us 50. So we didn't regress too soon. We could have left the money up. We just made a little bit more, but we'd have lost a little more too on the place bet. So we probably, I mean, we made money off that shooting, no doubt. It's just those no 10s cost us quite a bit of money a little bit ago. We've got 500, we got 600, we got about 6, probably close to 660 or something in that neighborhood. Actually, exactly 660. So we're down a little bit, but look, we knocked our $300 lay 10s off twice. So that's one. 2. 3. There's our $300 10. $300 10. No 10, excuse me. It's going to cost us a $7 vig. There's our $7 vig. And all right, we got a front line. We got a 110 inside, and we got ATS. Everything's up, everything's on. We are working to come out. So right here, 3, 2, 3, 6 on the set. $516 This is an on-axis primary hit, 516. Black dice was on the left. 30 pace 35. We hit a 6, our points will come out. I mean, our come out's a 6. I'm going to scoop that over. We want to put this in odds. We're going to go ahead and get that 4. Go ahead and get that 4. 3, 2, 3, 6.
Our retirement plan with Voya gives us confidence. They help us with achievable steps along the way. So we can spend a bit today knowing we're prepared for tomorrow. Wow, Dad. Do you think you overpaid? I don't think so.
268 on axis, primary hit, 26. Pace 35. Yeah, we don't have to do nothing. We're looking for our third hit. We're looking for 3 hits. Marker 8. 3, 2, 3, 6. Nice route. 415. Single pitch on the axis. It pays 35 again. There's our third hit. All right, so this is what the strategy calls for. I mean, I'm not actually trying to show what fives does. I'm just seeing it from Jacob, and I thought I liked it, so I was going. This 10's going to be back here. It's 54 across, but I only have to put 52 up because I don't need to put $2 right here. And I pull this down to 100 instead of 300. The big on that now will be $3 instead of 7. And there we go. So we're looking for capture a few more numbers inside. We want to press our place bets. Try to shoot for ATS. .268 on axis, primary hit. 12 pace 14. There's 14. We want to press a little. Let's see, we can press that in by 1. We can go ahead and press that 6, but we do want to rack something. We don't want to just press all of our money right back in. So, who knows? We'll see how it goes. We want to press some, but we don't have to press every bit of money that we win on every hit right back into the board. Four, 5, 9. Dice split when they hit. The right dice actually imploded. 4, 5, 9. We hit a 9, so it pays 14 again. A 9 pays 10 pays 14. So now let's look at what we got. We could press some of these. We could press the 5. We could press the 9. We're still racking $4, so we're making a little bit. And if you notice the tall side and the small side, we're almost leaving only in extremes. I'm going to go ahead and shoot this dice set one more time.
And all the window dressing we talked about on the other side for Central Michigan, that's what you see as much of it. There's a pile of offensive
2-1-3. This is an on-axis double pitch. We get a 3. So that's another number on our small side. It doesn't pay us anything, so we do want to. I want to shoot and have another pay. So I want to have another collect, as I might as well put it. Flash her out.
A first down, a gain of 22.
Oh Lord, 4-6-10. So we knocked our 100 off. We wanted to go for one more hit, and we didn't get it because we knocked our 100 off. That's all right. We've already hit the 10. I don't know how. We must have made our point and moved to another point because I don't know why is my puck not right there. Let me go back up here and see the last time I hit a 10. Yep, so I hit 5-5. So yeah, I hit a come out 10. Why does my puck show that I'm on a 6 now? That 10 shows that I just made my point, so I don't know what that's all about. Missed something somewhere, or I'm going to get paid right here, right now. I don't know what that's all about. But let's put this up here. I don't know how I got. But if I just now hit the 10 and knock my point off, I just made $10 on the front line. Alright, so now that I made that point, I'm on a fresh point. I knocked my any 10 bet off. I want to change dice sets because I want to shoot for the streams. So what I'll do, I'll play the horn, the iron cross, and I'll have to drop a little bit more money right here to play the iron cross or to play the horns. I'm going to do a $25 5, a 35, a 30, 6 and 8, a $15 field, and a $20 horn. I'm going to work the come outs, and I'm going to shoot for the 6-4, 6-5 cross sixes. I'm not laying any number when I shoot 6-4, 6-5. Two, 5, 7. No, yeah, 2, 5, 7, 6, 4, 6, 5. This is a double. This is a left dice implosion. Left dice imploded. Right dice stayed on axis. 2, 5, 7. So I knocked everything off except the front line. So we're just going backwards. We're just kind of spinning our wheels right here. Spinning our wheels, spinning our wheels. 7 was a come out roll. That was a third come out. So we are just spinning our wheels right here. Alright, so we're going back to this right here. $300 no 10, get a $7 bid. We have to get our 110 inside. And we have to get our $25 ATS, which is right there. Everything's up. Everything is up and working. So here we go. 3-2. 3-6 on the set. That's right. Six, off axis, front line loser, we up $10, left dice and exploded, 3-2, 3-6. That's right. 1, 3, 4, left dice imploded. So we hit a 4. Our new point's a 4. Alright. Alright, here we go. 3-2. 3-6.
Start your shop online or pay with contactless using your MasterCard at restaurants, grocery, and drugstores. MasterCard will donate to Stanford.
617. Left dice exploded. So we lost this 110. We lost this $10, and we lost a quarter here, but we win 143. We actually win 150 for the 300. But we're going to play it again so we can get ourselves paid 143. We don't even have to pay ourselves 143. We know to re-up, we got to put 145 in the board. So if we drop the daily $2, that's 145. So that was an early points out. That sucked. So we don't really lose money on the 7 outs. What we lose money on is what it does. It hurts our SOR. So we're going to start again. We're going to go right here with these 2 dice. 3, 2, 3, 6. Nice route. 3, 5, 8. On that right dice imploded. 3, 5, 8. Pay 35. About a quarter. We're about a 4-4 quarter. We move our odds. We move our 8 to right there. And we have a new point. So 3, 2, 3, 6. Nice route. 5, 3, 8. This is an on-axis single pitch this time. 5, 3, 8. We hit our point. So buckshot, they call it. 30 right here gets paid 30. 30 gets paid 36. Front line gets paid 10. So there we go. We make our 8. That was our second hit. So we're just looking at our money right here. We made our 8. So we made our point. All right, here we go. We stand with 3, 2, 3, 6. Nice route. 3, 4, 7. Double pitch. That throw felt good and double pitched. Frontline winner. It's actually going to win us $18. That's a come out roll. So altogether, a come out 7 is going to get net us $18. That was a come out 7. So we just put this with the profits, and that $18 is counting. Well, it don't count this forward. It knocks this $25 forward off. But it puts our 110 back up, it leaves our front line up, and it pays our VIG, and it puts our quarter back up for ATS. Alright, so 3, 2, 3, 6. Six, 5, yo. Drift. Front line winner. Put our front line money right there. We're still working to come out. 3, 2, 3, 6. That's right. AC Doocy. Drift again. That's a front line loser. So we just take that $10 we just got off the yo and put it right back up on the front line. 3, 2, 3, 6. dealer's gonna call it. 325. The dealer's gonna call it. It was a slip. The dealer's gonna make it call 325. I don't like to do that. I was trying to hold on to one of the dice. The dealer's gonna call it. So this time we want to spread. We're gonna put our 5. We're gonna put in odds in 30. We're gonna go to the $25 4. So we got a new point. It's a 5. The dealer is going to call that roll. Three, two, 3, 6. That's all right. 4, 5, 9. Quarter. Place 35. Now I went over 3 hits. If you haven't noticed, I went over 3 hits. Probably a good time to go ahead and pull this. Go ahead and pull this. Do the 54 cross. 54 across with a $100 lay. This one cost us a $3 fee. Yeah, so after 3 hits, we have been going to that. We're going to put the odds right there. We're just going to keep shooting. 3, 2, 3, 6. And we would like to build these bets up. These place bets, we'd like them to go way up. Five, 3, 8. This is our own axis, single pitch. We've got 1200, pays 14, so for $1 gives us 15. We want to build them up some, so let's go with and we can go with the 6 and 8. We can build them both at once, or we could have just put $6 out there and rack the rest. Putting $6 out there and racking the rest is probably the better bet. That way we're just going to build one number at a time. And then since we hit the 8, we'll go ahead and build the 6. So if we hit a number, we will increase the sister number. Mark the 8. 3, 2, 3, 6. Nice round. 5, 6, yo. This is an on axis. Double pitch. We hit yo. So that doesn't pay us anything. 3, 2, 3, 6. We're still shooting the 3, 2, 3, 6. One, 6, 7. So we'll get paid 50 right here for the $100. For the $100 lay bet. For the $100 lay bet, we rack in and we get paid 50. We've already paid the big, so we don't have to worry about that. All this is down. So we just really can't do crap. It doesn't matter if we're laying numbers, if we don't. It's pretty frustrating. That 7 drives our SOR down to 8.6, 43 rounds. Plus we've lost some money. We knocked our N10 off 3 times, I believe, maybe even 4. We got 5, 6. We're still at about 660, what we were when we counted it up the other time. So we know we have to take, this is 300. There went one of the quarters. That's 300. Last $7 big. we got some big on our no 10. We're doing our $10 pass line, $25 ATS. Everything is up, and we are working to come out. The only difference is, forget this 3-2-3-6 set. Forget it. I'm about tired of fooling with the 3-2-3-6, just to be honest with you. It's done me no good. No good at all. So I'm going to go with 3-6-3-2. I don't know what this is going to do. I just know it turns everything around. One, 5, 6. So this will be an on-axis. I'm pretty sure this is an on-axis primary hit. What I say, it's going to be a 3-6-3-2. 1, 5, 6 is an on-axis primary hit. So it pays $35. New point is a 6. All right, here we go. 3-6-3-2 on the dice set. Dice are out. 4-2-6. 3-2-3-6. 3-2-3-6. Now 3-6-3-2. 3-6-3-2. We get a 4-2-6. 4-2-6. It pays our, well, this was supposed to be down here. Our first hit was supposed to be up there. So we hit our point. It pays a front line here, and it pays 45 and there. So it pays like that. We hit our 6. That was our second hit. So we are made our point. And we're going to stay with 3-6-3-2. Nice round. 6-1-7. 3-6-3-2. Our right dice did something. 3-6-3-2. The right dice exploded. 6-1-7. Alright, we win 1-43. So, in order to re-up everything, we give the dealer $2. We give the dealer $2, and that's 145, and everything's back up. Everything's still working. That was a 7 out. That was a come out 7. Again, that was a come out 7. But we was working. So 3-6-3-2. Five hard 10. We knocked our dang $300 off right here. Knocked our no 10 off. So it just don't matter. It just don't matter what we're trying to do. We can't accomplish it. It doesn't matter really what we try to do. We knocked our hard 10 off. I mean, we knocked our $300 10 off. No 10. So let's see what happened to our. Our bankroll is suffering very badly right now. That's at least 4 times. That's what I mean. At least all 4 times that we've hit that 10, we've had 300 on it. We've only hit 1 4 today. We haven't laid the 4 at all. We've been laying the 10 every time. So the no 10 is really not my friend today. But it's better than it's better than the sevens, because we've had 5 come out sevens and we've had 5.7 outs or 7 outs. So that's 10 in all that we would have got knocked off if we wouldn't have been playing the no 10. Well, we did get paid when we hit those sevens, but we have lost 4 times in the no 10. Now we've got money. There's 150 right here. This makes 250. We don't even have another 300. But we have 200. There's 200. And it'll cost us $5 bill. So we're going to put 205 up. And we're going to do a no 10 for 200. We got the vig already up. Alright, our point is a 10. So 3, 6, 3, 2. I'm not looking for a 2. We're doing a no 10 straight. We love the new product. 268. Paste 30. 30 paste 45. That one's on the wall. No, it was a 2. It was a 2. 268. It was on the wall, but if you could remove the wall, it would have turned to a 2. So 3, 6, 3, 2, 3, 6, which was a 268, which was a primary hit. Another 8. So let's see if we can't get a few rolls.
You're asking the right questions. I just want to know, am I going to be okay? I know people who specialize in that.
Make a little money.
You made any classes? Yeah. Guidance to help you stay on track, no matter what comes next.
6, 6. Box cars. Box cars. 3, 6. 3, 2. No, 3, 6. 3, 2. Aces. We're getting several off-axis hits right here. Maybe it'll be our time that we can complete the small or the tall. Since we're getting these off-axis numbers, we need a 9 and a yoke.
Next time on Fansville.
There's a 2, 3, 5. So we hit a 5 that pays 35. We'll mark the 5. We're just going to keep shooting this. We want the $25 quarter, but I mean the quarter over 4. I don't know why I haven't had that already go. 3, 6, 3, 2. Pass it out. Not again. Not again. 6-4, knock our 10 off again. Knock our 10 off again. Wow. Keep knocking our 10 off. We did make our point. So, but we're not making enough hits to cover those 10s that we're killing. We are killing those 10s. We should be laying the 4. We have not hit a 4, but 1 4 all day. Oh, it's killing us. It was a come out. We're just going to shoot. We're just going to put a quarter on the 10. And we're going to go for it now. We're just going to press and try to go for it. 3, 6, 3, 2. So we've got the place bets on. And you come out. Just hope no 7 comes now, because now we don't have any coverage in this 7. AC Doocy. This is an on axis double pitch. AC Doocy, we get a 3. We have to put a front line back up. So this is what we're going to do. We have no coverage on the 7. We need a 4, a 6, a 9, and a 10. Yeah, we're leaving it on. We're leaving it on. I was going to turn the bets off and just play it and try to hit the tall. But I'm leaving them on. I'm leaving the place bets working. Well, 6, 4, 10. Good thing we didn't put no more 10s back up. That cost us a $2 vig for 50. We're going to rack that. Our new point's a 10 again. We're going to put that in the odds. So our new point is 10 again. Good thing we didn't lay any more 10s out there. We would have hit 6 of them. We've knocked ourselves off. So 3, 6, 3, 2. So that 6, 4, 10 was a single pitch. Looking for 4, 6, 9, and yo. There's our 10 right back. So good thing we didn't continue to lay this 10. I guess we finally got bright enough to quit laying the 10 after we knocked most of all of our money off the board. Let's put a quarterback on the 10 right there, and let's just cut them off to come out. 3, 2, 3, 6. No. 3, 6, 3, 2. That's right. Two, 4, 6. So we hit a 6. So all we need now is to hit a 4. So 3, 6, 3, 2. Our left dice imploded. Right dice stayed on that, so we hit a 2, 4, 6. Alright, all we need is a 4 now. Four, 2, 6 on axis. Well, this 30 would have been back here. Either way, it's going to pay 35. It's going to pay 36 because it would have been in the back. The front line pays 10. The back pays 36. Put that 30 up there. I'm not pressing any bets right now because we are trying to hit this 4, but we did hit our point. So that was a come out 7, but before the come out 7, there was a 6 point made, and then there was a 10 point made, and now that's a 6 point made again. So if we were playing a fire bet, we would still only have 2 numbers hit so far, 2 points made. So we're still looking for a 4 right now. We want to complete this small. Four, 5, 9. This is an on axis. Let's see, it's a 4, 5, 9. So we went from 3, 6. It went there, and 3, 2 went there. 3-6-3-2 went 4-5-9. Single pitch. Single pitch. We had our bets off. We're going to put this in odds right here. It's a come out. So this will be a third unique point if we were playing the fire bet. Still looking to hit that 4. And now we're only needing a yo. So a 4 and a yo. Nice for out. 4-1-5. We get a 5. We got a quarter on plus 35. Now we've hit enough hits now that we probably could start pressing, or we could reduce everything and then start pressing, but we're mainly trying to hit this 4, so we're not really so much concerned about pressing. 3-6-3-2, trying to hit a 4 and a yo, so it's not so much about pressing right here as it is just trying to complete this small, tall, and all. 3-3 hard 6. That's a on the axis primary hit. Plays 35. 3-3 hard 6. You stay with 3-6. 3-2. We're looking to hit this 4. Or go. Flash it out. And there's a 5-4-9. 5-4-9, so we hit our point. Pays 10 on the front and it pays 45. It pays, it's 30 up there, it pays 45. So for 50 it pays, for a nickel it pays. Alright. So we're not necessarily worrying about pressing. We're only trying to finish out the small, the tall, and the all. So we're not working the come outs. And that was a negative. So we hit our third unique point. So we hit 3 unique points now. 3-6-3-2. Fresh come out. 3-5-8. That was an 8. The 5 was on the blue was on an 8. I moved it over to a 2. So 3-5-8, which is an on axis single pitch. 3-6-3-2. 3-6-3-2, and we hit a 3-5-8. So this will be our 4th unique point. So if we can hit this point, this will be a fire bet. It would be the 4th hit. It'd be the 4th point, unique point. But I haven't been betting that, so I wouldn't be collecting it. But I have been trying to keep up with it a little bit. That way, if it ever does hit, I'll kind of know if I hit those. All right, 1-4-5, 3-6-3-2. That's an on-axis hit. 1-5 pays 35. I could be pressing these, I'm probably losing out on money by not pressing them. But I've not been shooting that well, so there was no point in starting to press here. 3-6-3-2. Looking to hit a 4 or a yo. 4-2-6. 4-2-6. It pays 35. So we kind of start to go a little bit better on the rolling. We're not pressing because we're focused in on trying to hit the yo. 3-6-3-2. You hit a 4-2-6, which is an on-axis single pitch, 4-2-6. All right, 3-6-3-2.
Second down and 10, loss of 2 on that play. 3rd and 12 for Richardson. You see 6 running with him. He's got man coverage.
5-1-6.
Strong safety Jimmy Ladd.
It's a drift, 5-1-6, so the pace goes 5. Need a yo. We need a 4. If we hit an 8, that would be a 4 if you need a point. That's right. 2-4-6. On axis, 2-4-6. Page 35. Maybe that's not on axis. 3-6, yeah, the left dice imploded. 3-6-3-2. The right dice stayed on axis. So an implosion from the left. We'll make another 6. Alright. That's right. 4-1-5. Right dice exploded. 3-6-3-2. Right dice exploded. Left dice stayed on axis, and we hit a 4-1-5. 4-1-5. We got a quarter on it. Page 35. We really could have been missing a lot of money by not pressing, but we are trying to hit this 4 and complete this small, or this yo and complete the tall. One, 6, 7. So we could not get the 4. We could not get the yo. 3-6-3-2. So the right dice actually imploded, and we have a once imploded and caused a 6. We hit a 7 out. So that roller did pretty good. But if we could have just completed by hitting that small or that tall, or preferably both, we would have really been back to probably pretty much equal as far as profits are concerned. But anyway, we give it a good run. We've got a lot of throws in today. We've got 68 throws in. We had a pretty good SOR after today, 11.3. That last shooter went on a good run and produced a lot of numbers. Let's see if we can go back and kind of look and see how many throws that last shooter threw. So it went from right here, come out with a 6, made the point. So that was roughly 26 throws. So that last shooter was 26 rows long. That was a pretty good shooter. Now, we didn't capitalize on the betting side because we just stayed with the same bet from the start. The only thing we done, we took the first hit and we bought the 4-4 quarter. Other than the 110 inside, our first hit, we went to the outside. Somewhere down the road, we knocked our $200 lay 10 off. Actually, knocked a $300 lay 10 off. We put it back up again, we knocked it off again, and we put 200 up and we knocked it off again. So we didn't put it up no more. So on that particular shooter, we knocked 5 or 800 off on lay 10s. Other than that, that shoot. So then after we had the 110 inside and knocked our lay 10 off, we just went back up with buying the 10 instead of laying it. And that shooter went on a 26 long row, but we still overall lost money because we didn't capitalize on that particular shooter. There's 4, 500. 5 1/4, roughly 5. We got 538, so we did lose 562 in all. We have a good SOR, but where we failed today was in the bedding. So in today's roll, we would have made quite a bit of money probably by not laying the 10, whereas, because we have a good SOR, very good SOR. Now we lost quite a bit of money on come out 7s, lay 10s, things of that sort. So overall we're down 460, but we have a good SOR. So yesterday our SOR was sucky, but we was up $121 after all those rolls. Yesterday's lay 10 strategy worked out pretty good by laying the 10 strategy. We was getting paid on all those 7s, and today on all these 7s we were getting paid when we made these 7s. But the thing was, those 10s kept knocking off our legs. So that was not the best ideal thing happening today. But here we can look at our SOR is 11.3. Our SRR is 6.2. We can see that our SOR looks pretty decent. I mean, that's fairly respectable. Our inside hits is 54.4, so that's not terrible. That's pretty decent. And we stayed, I don't know, did we use cross 6s today? Yeah, we might have. Yeah, we did, but not very long. Maybe only 2 or 3 shots. So 60, what was this again? Let me go back over here and see. 68 shots, and we have SOR of 11.3. Our dominant number was the 8, followed by the 5 and the 6, followed by the 9. So our inside numbers was our dominant hits. The only thing that messed us up was laying the 10. So we had several knockoffs on laying the 10. But on that note, I'm going to edit the title so that it says it's 11.3. We never made a tall or small. But on that note, I'm going to call it a day right there. I appreciate you guys hanging out with me. And on that note, I'm going to call it a day. Appreciate you guys.